Hello, Queens. Welcome back to your More of Me course. You know who I am. I am Tirza Barnes, and I am so fortunate to be your coach and facilitator for this course. Now, you probably just came off of the previous recording when I talked about my transformation and evolution and growth to becoming more as it relates to my spirituality. Okay. So I want you to reflect on that journey. That journey allowed me to think about the indicators of when one is ready for more. So from those experiences and experiences after that, what I've done is put together these 5 indicators that I'm going to share with you now. So take good notes because I want you to be thinking about them and reflecting on them as you do your work in your workbook. So you know that it's time for more when 1, you feel the call. C-A-L-L. What am I talking about? A phone call? No, my friends, not a phone call. We're talking about a spiritual, divine call, okay? A call is an intense feeling from within to something. And it's an intense feeling to want to take action. It's soul speak. It's the language that is spiritual. It's intuition. It's your divine guidance. It's God force. It's infinite insight. It's the voice of wisdom. And that voice, my friends, is waking you up to what is next for you. It means you have a strong sense of purpose or a deep inner conviction that is guiding you towards a particular path or a course of action. See, this calling, and you know what I'm talking about because you're feeling it now. You're getting ideas. The thing is, when the calling comes, we have been trained to ignore it rather to embrace it and lean into it. This course is really purposed to teach you how to honor the call when it comes, to honor your divine voice, to honor your soul when it's speaking to you. Key message for today. We've been trained to ignore the still voice, but we have to follow the still voice because the still voice is always guiding us to the perfection of our more. So the calling comes from your faith, your inner being, your spirituality, your personal values and beliefs, and even your life experiences. Your life experiences have positioned you to have a sense of purpose and mission. There's something that you have possibly gone through or have seen someone else go through, and you may feel a responsibility to do something about it, to help others or contribute to the cause. That is the call. Now, here's the deal. When you have a divine calling, which we all do, we just don't all honor it, but we all have it, and we have many because we're constantly growing into our more. When we have the call, we are then being called to honor the call and take action and do something. We feel an obligation or responsibility to act on that calling. And when we don't, we feel restless. We feel unhappy. We do not feel fulfilled because divinely and within, you are being invited to lean in and experience something that is only purpose for you in your unique way, but you deny it. You ignore it. You let fear get in the way. And when you do that, you are sacrificing your life, your well-being, and your purpose. So when you follow the call and when you're listening to it and you feel excited about it, hard work means nothing to you. You will get up extra early to do what you have to do. You'll embrace any challenges or obstacles that may get in the way because you believe so much in the call, because you know it was divinely inspired, that you have to follow it, and you have the faith that if you follow the divine call, you are going to do well, be well, and really get to the goals that you want to achieve. So the call It may involve you making important decisions, taking risks, and stepping outside of your comfort zone to pursue a higher purpose or vision. Ladies, it's a powerful motivator and an excellent source of inspiration for you to get to your more. Listen to the call, follow the call, because the call is the perfect indicator that you are ready for more. Okay, you lovely queens and you beautiful goddesses, let's slow down and reflect on what we just learned. So, what I just introduced to you was the very first indicator that you are ready for more. And that first indicator is when you feel the call. So, as a quick review, the call is a deep knowing. It's within, it resides within your soul and your spirit. It's your true and divine light. It's the voice of wisdom, your voice of wisdom. It's the divine voice. It's God or goddess force. It's infinite insight. It's soul speak, and it's your intuition. Now, what we're going to do is reflect on what we just heard and what we just learned by having you do some reflection work and process several questions that I put together to help you be more clear about the call. So, grab a piece of paper, grab your workbook, grab your smart device or your pen, and I want you to think about each of these questions. And the very first question is, do you know your divine voice? And if you do know your divine voice, when was the last time you heard your divine voice? How do you honor your divine voice when it speaks to you? And then the last question in this group of questions is, when was the last time you took action based on what you heard from your divine voice? And as you reflect on that question, think about the outcome. Did the outcome work in your favor or not? Or I'm going to add another question to this series. When you heard your divine voice and didn't obey it, what then was the outcome? All right. Let's go to the second group of questions as it relates to your first indicator when you feel the call. Here we go. What do you feel compelled to act on that is important to you? Notice I said, what do you feel? Go within, the deep voice within, to answer that question. The next question is, what significant event in your life is calling you to help others? Calling you to help others. Again, calling you to help others. What is that divine voice, that God force, that infinite wisdom calling you to do as it relates to other people? And then the very last question for this first indicator is this: what should you be pursuing that you are certain is a divine call? There you have it. Take some time, go within, and do your best to answer these questions truthfully. There's no point of trying to force questions, but authentically look within to find what is real and true for you, and go through the process slowly. Don't skip any point as you answer these questions. When you finish doing the work as it relates to these questions, I have an action step for you. Over the next week, I want you to practice listening to, feeling for, and trusting your divine voice. You see, what you are going to do by putting this action into practice is to build the muscle of hearing your divine voice. We want you to become more sensitive to the divine voice. We want you to know that you know your divine voice is speaking and calling you. When you get to this place of having a strong muscle as it relates to listening to, feeling for, trusting, and then following your divine voice, I promise you will make different types of decisions. You will feel more confident in yourself. You will trust yourself to do things that you may have had some fear about. So do the work, answer these questions, and let's get back to the next step.